arrange your chair properly and pick us a piece of paper before we start our class, okay? Are you done? Done na ba? Okay. Glyza, can you lead us a prayer? Okay. Amen. Good morning, class. Oh, kindly sit down now. Before I start, mag-check muna ako ng inyong attendance. Achombre, Alcoseba rather, Albiso, Balagtas, Bernaldez, Reyes, Sanchez, Tejero, Tagutungan, Villegas. Wow, you present kayo ngayon tanat. Lahat present kayo. So, now let's proceed our lesson. But before that, may question muna ako sa inyo ha. Do you have a favorite collection or what do you collect for your hobby? Okay. Angelica, ano yung mga may collection ka ba na inyong kinikolekta, yung favorite collection mo? Oh, Barbie. Oh, toys. Oh, what kind of toys? Mario. Robot. So, ano yung paborito mong robot na kinokolekta mo? Bumblebee. So, favorite ko din yung robot na Bumblebee. So, now, class, ano nga ba ay yung lesson natin ngayon? Our lesson today is about creating problems involving GCF and least common multiple. But before natin siya mag-create, before I will tackle our lesson, by the way, let's review first how to find just GCF and LCM. So, di ba ano nga ba yung GCF? Ano yung GCF? Greatest common factor or the highest common factor, and the LCM rather, least common multiple. I have here an index card. In the index card, I want you to recite or to give an answer on this. So, first is 6 and 12. So, what is the greatest common factor of 6 and 12? Sa tingin nyo, ano? Oh, yes, Angelica. What is the greatest common factor of 6 and 12? Ah, yes, 6. Another one. 8 and 10. What is the greatest common of 8 and 10? What? Yes, 2. Another one, 15 and 45. What is the greatest common factor of 15 and 45? Anyone who wants to answer? Wala? None? So, review tayo ha. So, by finding how to find greatest common factor and least common multiple, what are those methods that we need to are those methods na gamitin used to find GCF and LCM? First one is listing factors. Very good. Second one is prime factorization. Third is continuous division. So, 15 and 45. So, you need to make a continuous division using the number 15 and 45. So, you need to find a prime number that divisible of these two, 15 and 45. So, divisible of 15, 45 is 3. So, 15 divided by 3 is 5. 45 divided by 3 is 15. So 15 and 5, they have this divisible by 5. So 5 divided by 5 is 1. 15 divided by 5 is 3. So here, the greatest common factor of 15 and 45, you need to what do you call this, multiply. So 3 times 5 equals 15. So the greatest common factor of 15 and 45 is 15. Fourth is 18 and 24. What is the greatest common factor of 18 and 24? Anyone who wants to solve? Yes. Very good. 6. Then, what is the least common multiple of 9 and 27? Anyone? Anyone who wants to solve? So, 27. 17 and 51. What is the least common multiple of 17 and 51? So, you need to find the least common multiple of 17 and 51. So, 17, 51. So, you need to, we use listing factor. So, you need to plus itself. 17 plus 17 equals 34. 34 plus 17 equals 51. 51 plus 17 equals 68. Then the 51. You need to write 51. 51 plus 51 equals 102. 102 plus 51 equals 100. 2 plus 1 equals 3. 153. 153 plus 51 equals 204. So the least common multiple is the common here is 51. So the least common multiple is 51. So the 51 is the least common of 17 and 51. 28 and 36. What is the least common multiple of 28 and 36? Yes, 252. And the last one is 28 and 24. What is the least common multiple of 28 and 42 pala? 28 and 42. Yes, 84. So now, let's proceed to our topic. So our topic this morning is all about creating problems involving GCF and LCM. So, ano nga ba ulit yung GCF? Greatest common factor. And LCM is least common multiple. So, in creating problems involving GCF and LCM, you need to familiarize the concept. Kung ano yung konsepto or ano yung daloy ng isang problem. And then, you need to apply it in the real life. So, sa totoong buhay. For example, your mother buy 2 kilos of fish. And he buy 10 kilos of rice. So, ganun. You need to apply in it a real life. The next one is, you need to think kung ano yung klase. You need to think of what problem that you want to create. Kung ano yung klase, kung LCM problem ba siya or GCF problem. And the last one is, you need to read other problems or magbasa ka ng anong mga certain problems sa mga books or in your books, and then you need to solve it, because if you want to create a problem, you need to solve it. And then in solving problem, there are 4-step plan in solving a problem. First is understand. So ano yung nakapaloob ng understand? First, A is what is asked, kung ano yung tanong doon sa isang problema. Second one is what are given, kung ano yung important numbers or important data na nakapaloob sa isang problema na iyong ginawa. Second is the plan. Determine how you will solve the problem. So, you need to you need to find the problem or the tips kung LCM ba siya or GCF. So, kung ano yung method na gagawin mo or gagamitin mo to solve that problem. Fourth one is to solve, and then third is solve, fourth is check. Here are the tips or example that can determine the problem is LCM or GCF, and also it can help you to create the questions in the certain problem. So, in the GCF, greatest, maximum, groupings, largest, cutting something into pieces. When the LCM, least, minimum, repetition, smallest, something is repeated. Here are the problems or example of problems. These boys, when swimming, they collected shells. They collected 48 white shells and 60 brown shells. What was the greatest number of the shells they collected per hour if they collected the same number of per hour? So, you need to think sa 4-step lang of solving in a problem. So first, what is asked? Kung sa ganito na problema, kung ano yung tanong, sa ano yung tanong dito? What was the greatest number of shells they collected per hour if they collected the same number of the shell per hour? What are given? So important data or numbers. So given is 48 white shells and 60 brown shells. Determine how we'll solve the problem. So, i-determine mo sa greatest, i-determine mo kung saon. So, pangitaon mo. So, hanapin mo yung words na ma-determine kung GCF or LCM ba siya. So, dito is greatest number. So, greatest number. So, ano yung greatest number? Yes, tama. GCF. So, how to solve it? In problem A, the given is 48 and 60. So we need to find the GCF. So we need to use continuous division. So 48 and 60. So what are the prime number that divisible this kind of prime number that is 48 and 60. So divisible by 2. 48 divided by 2 is 24. 60 divided by 2 is 30. So, 24 and 30 na pa ba? Meron pa ba? So, divisible by 2. 24 divided by 2 is 12. 30 divided by 2 is 15. So, 12 and 15 na have? Yes, divisible by 3. So, 12 divided by 3 is 4. 15 divided by 3 is 5. 4 and 5, mayroon pa ba? So, wala na. So, the GCF here. So, you need 2 times 2 times 2 equals 4. Times 3 equals 12. So, the GCF here of 48 and 60 is 12. Then, problem B. Jason and Anselmo are going to pack all books with 6 mathematics books and 8 English books in a box. What will be the smallest number of the mathematics and English book that they can pack if these are of the same number? So there are a problem naman. So, dapat inyo yung 4-step plan. So, what are or what is as? Kung ano yung tanong dito? Atyombre. Sige, atyombre. Anong tanong dito? Kindly read us what is the question here. So, very good. So, what is asked dito is, what will be the smallest number of mathematics and English book that they can pack if these are of the same number? So, that's what are given. So, given natin is, yes, 6 mathematics books and 8 English books. Then, plan, determine how you solve. Determine muna natin kung ano ba yung problem, kung LCM problem ba siya or GCF. So, ano dito? Ano sa tingin niyo? Ano yung sa tingin niyo yung problem? Kung LCM ba siya or GCF? Yes, LCM. So, saan yung words na napapatunay na LCM siya? What? Yes, very good. Smallest number. So, we need to solve it. In problem B, so the given number is 6 and 8. So, we use prime factorization. So, 6, what is the factor of 6 is 2 and 3. Factor of 8 is 2 times 2 times 2. Why? 2 times 2 equals 4. 4 times 2 equals 8. Then, the common factor here is 2. So, you need to multiply. So, 3 times 2 times 2 times 2. So, 3 times 2 equals 6 times 2, 12 times 2, 24. So, the least common multiple here is 24. How will you solve the first problem? Ito, paano nyo na-solve? By anyone who wants to share your ideas. Paano nyo na-solve yun? Paano nyo nalaman na greatest common factor pala ito? Problem A. Paano? Yes, very good. By to determine kung LCM sa ano na word? Yes, greatest number. On the second problem. Paano nyo nalaman na least common multiple siya na problem? Anyone who wants to share your ideas? Yes, the smallest number. Very good. So, can you create the problem similar to this problem? Ready na ba kayo mag-create? So, dapat ready na. So, I have a what do you call this? Activity that I given to you. So, I will group you into 4 groups, and each group, you choose leader and a secretary, and I will give you a piece of paper here so that you use to your creating in a problem involving GCF and LCM. So, you choose a leader and secretary. The leader will go to the front para makuha yung niya, yung paper na ibibigay ko sa inyo, each groups, and then choose a secretary to write the members. So, now groups, group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. So, I'll give you tests. So, dapat 1 LCM problems and GCF, 1 GCF problem. So, I will give you 8 minutes to create a problem. Isa lang yan. So, gagamitin nyo itong, yes, pwede yung gagamitin to. Give you the tips or word that to find or determine that is LCM and greatest common factor. So, the time start now. Time's up. Tapos na. So, choose a reporter to report here or discuss in the front. So, proceed to group 1, group 2, Group 3 and Group 4. Choose a reporter. Okay. Now, I will provide another task rather, para ma-enhance ang new skills on how to create certain problems involving GCF and LCM. So, I will group you by 3. By 3. So, and that task, open on or turn your page on 101 math book, then in the apply your skills. So, they have, di ba? Sa nakikita nyo, they have 5 sentence or certain topic that you want to create in a problem. Then, I give you an bonus. Gusto nila ng bonus. Okay, I choose pick number 1. So, the children are arranging the bottles in a box. So, that my problem is that children are arranging the bottles in the box. In the morning, they are arranging 20 blue bottles in the box. While in the afternoon, 40 red bottles in the box. What is the maximum number if they are arranging the blue and the red bottles in the box? So, sa tingin nyo, ano kayang klaseng problem yun? It is GCF or LCM? Anyone who wants to recite or share your ideas kung LCM or GCF ba siya na problem na ginawa ko? Anyone in the class? Can you raise your hand? Okay, Marcos. Yes, very good. It is GCF. So, my problem is GCF. So, who wants to solve the problem? Wala. So, ako na lang yung mag-solve. So, 20 and 40. So, we need to use a continuous division. So, 20, 40. What are the prime number that divisible of this number 20 and 40? So, divisible by 2. 20 divided by 2 equals 10. 40 divided by 2 is 20. So, 10 and 20, meron pa ba? Meron. So, 2 divisible by 2. 10 divided by 2 equals 5. 20 divided by 2 equals 10. 5 and 10, meron po. So, 5 and 10 is divisible by 5. 5 divided by 5 equals 1. 10 divided by 5 equals 2. So, you need to multiply those GCF. 2 times 2 times 5. 2 times 2 equals 4. 4 times 5 equals 20. So, the GCF of 20 and 40 is 20. Give you 8 minutes to answer the apply your skills. So, the times start now. Okay, class. So, very good. You create a problems by group. And now I have a surprise. Oh yes, I have a surprise on you guys. Class. So, ano kaya yun? Ano kaya yung surprise ko? Sa tingin niyo? Yes, I have an individual quiz. So, you create your own. You create problem in your own. So, create problem involving GCF and LCM for each set of information given below. 48 cookies, 64 cupcakes, packages of cookies and cupcakes, biggest number of cookies and cupcakes in a box. 6 lovebirds, number 2, 6 lovebirds, 15 doves, birds in a cage, smallest number of birds. So, you have to create that. So, I give you here a quiz sheet or test paper. Quiz sheet, rather. You have a guide what I am seeing in the front. So I give you this task. I will give you 5 minutes to answer the quiz. So the times start now. Are you done? Finish or not finish? Pass your paper in the front. In the count of 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pass your paper. Finish or not finish? I'm sure may natutunan kayo sa klase nating class. So now, I want you to share ideas kung paano ba natin or paano ba kayo gumawa ng isang problem involving GCF and LCM. Share your ideas, class. I give you points on kung sino yung nag-share na ideas. Anyone who wants to share ideas? Gina, may points akong bibigay sa inyo. 10 points. Dagdag yun sa quiz nyo. Yes. Anyone? Yes, Villegas. Yes, Villegas. Yes, can you see? Can you stand properly, please? Yes, very good. Familiarize its concept and applying it to the real life worlds. So now, familiarize. So, i-familiarize natin yung daloy ng isang problema na ginagawa natin. Then, apply it to the real life. Next is, paano ba natin gawin ang isang problema? Isang problem a problem using GCF and LCM. Yes. Yes. Can you stand properly, please? Yes. You need to think the type of problem that you want to create. So, kailangan in a problem, kailangan talaga na mag-think ka or mag-isip ka kung ano ba yung problem na gagawin natin para maging perfect or maging correct ang ating problem na ginagawa. So, mag-think ka kung LCM problem ba siya or GCF. Then is, read some, wala na. So, read some problems. So, magbasa ka ng mga problems in your books or mag-search ka sa internet ng mga problems, mga certain problems and then you solve it so that you can understand because if you have eagerness to learn, you can do it, class. Kahit mahirap ang subject na math, alam kong mahirap para sa inyo. Para sa akin is mahirap din, but I'm eager to learn. Kahit nahihirapan na talaga ako. But I eager to learn because this is my best for me. A math is everywhere, class. Kahit pumunta ka doon sa bahay ng iyong lola, di ba? Or how many kilometers did you arrive to go to in going to your grandmother house, di ba? Oh, may numbers na naman. So, you need to solve it. Or you need to analyze or to find kung pila ka kilometro. Diba? O math. Math is everywhere. So, kailangan nating mag-aral ng math. Kailangan nating matututo mag-add, mag-subtract, mag-divide. Kasi, even if it's simple lang. Kasi, kahit simple lang yan, malaking tulong na yan sa inyo. So, don't give up to learn math. And then, yun lang. Ano na bang time? What is time? Time, oras. Okay. We have 5 minutes to end our class. Before we end our class, I want you to give an assignment. So here, complete the problems by making a question. So, meaning to say, dapat niyong kumpletuhin or magawa kayo ng isang question based on the problem that here in a front or in a visual aid. So, ano ba yung problem? Siba, di ba, may binigay ako sa inyo mga certain words or tips na paano gumawa ng isang problem na kung GCF ba siya or LCM problem. So, may binigay ako sa inyo kanina. So first, during the home economic class, Mina gathered 48 pieces of eggplant. They want to bundle them with the same number of each vegetables in each bundle. So number 2, Andre wants to donate 140 pieces of ball pen and 80 notebooks to the pupils of Rosario Elementary School. He wants to pack them in boxes. So yun lang. So, question so far? Question, anyone? Wala na? So, I think this is the end of our class. Once again, I am your teacher G, your math teacher. Goodbye, class!